Hello friends. So today we are going to discuss about how to configure the latest EFS in AWS. Okay. So before moving to the configuration, so let me explain what is EFS in case if you are new to the EFS. So EFS is nothing but it's elastic file sharing. Okay, which is used to share files between two different EC2 instance. Okay. So if it is EFS and it helps to share the files between two different EC2 instances. Okay, so if it is in 2A and if it is in 2B, it is easy to share the files across the availability zones. Okay, so EFS works on the principle of NFS concept, which is network file sharing. Okay, and the port number is 2049. Okay, so now I'll show you how to configure the EFS. So before configuring the EFS, we need to have two different EC2 instances in two different availability zones. So go to instance, launch instance, Amazon Linux. Let me choose the free tier. So in this subnet, I'm leaving that VPC as default, and in subnet I'm choosing 2A. Add storage, add tags. So the name equal to, let me give web-2A. So here, let me create a new security group. Okay, let me name it as like life and IT like a new security group. Okay, so here I'm going to add NFS. So NFS is a must port which should be added here, and also I'm going to add HTTP in case if you are going to use the server for web hosting. Yeah, here it is. So let me give anywhere, and this is also anywhere. So now review and launch. So for key, let me create a new key pair. The key pair name, I'll name it as like life and IT. Normal key pair. Keep this in my desktop. Launch instance. So again, we are going to create one more instance, launch instance. So here now I'm going to choose 2B. Add storage, leave it as it is, and name equal to web-2. So here I'm going to choose the existing one, which is -IT, new security group, and let me launch this. Okay, so I will search the new key, which is -IT launch instance. So while these machines are creating, we'll create the EFS meanwhile. So go to a duplicate tab, service, select EFS, create file system. So let me name it as like life and IT EFS. Let it be the default VPC. So it should match the instance VPC. Create. Okay. So we'll wait until it created. Okay. And so now we'll log into these two machines. Let me log into 2A first. Copy the public address. So I'm using MovaXTEM software, which will be very easy to connect to these instances. If you are working for any testing or practical purpose, go to session, SSH, specify the username EC2-USER. Settings, use private key, life and IT key. Okay, so let me name it as like web-2a for our reference. So now I'll select the second machine. I'm copying the public address, session, SSH, EC2-USER, settings, use private key. Okay, and bookmark this like web-2b. Okay, so I am switching to root now. So let me reconfirm it. This is 22.195 and this is 38.230. Okay, so now we'll check whether the EFS is ready or not. Okay, so now we need to do a small changes in this EFS. Select this EFS. Okay, we need to go to network. We'll wait until it gets created. Okay, so meanwhile, if you are new to EFS and you don't know what to do, like how to connect these EFS to the two instance, you can go to the documentation. Okay, so here you'll have mount EFS file system. So here you'll have the instructions like how to mount the EFS file systems. Okay, so this is the command we need to use: m install Amazon EFS-utils. So for Linux-based systems like Red Hat or CentOS, you can use NFS-utils. Okay, so that is a default one. So it's Amazon, so we are using Amazon EFS-utils. Okay, once it is done, so we are almost ready. So this mount target should be available. So yeah, it is available now. So what we have done, right? We have clicked that file system. We click that network. Now go to manage. So here just remove all the default security group. So here we need to add the security group which is having the NFS enabled. Okay, already we have the security group which is Life 180, right? So let me choose a Life 180 new. Same here, Life 180 new and Life 180 new, Life 180 new. Okay, now save it. Okay, so we are almost done. So now you can directly select this attach option. So here you have two different options. You can either attach to DNS or you can attach to IP. But in IP, you need to select the specific data centers. Okay, so I will tell you that I can prefer go with DNS. Okay, so here they are mounting the file system with a folder called EFS. So we should see whether the EFS is already available. Okay, let me give ls. So EFS is not available. First, we'll create the folder, make directory EFS. So here also make directory EFS. Okay, so now we are good to go. Just copy from mount to EFS because we are already in sudo. Paste it, enter, and paste it, enter. Okay, so now we'll see DFFNH. Okay, so that 8 exabyte storage has been mounted. Okay, so now go directly inside the EFS. Okay, so I will create some files. Touch Life 180 1 to 10 files. I'm just creating some empty files. Okay, so we'll see whether these files are available in the next server. CDEFS, LS, yes, so this is available. So this is how you can create the new EFS and you can attach it to the instances. So as a recap, what we have done, right? We have created two different EC2 instance in two AZs, two availability zones. Okay, so then we created a SG and enabled the NFS. So in then we created the EFS storage. Then we added the same SG to make the communication. And finally, in instance, we have installed that AWS Amazon -efs-utils package. Then we created a folder and we mounted the AFS file system. Okay. So thanks for watching. So please subscribe my channel for my upcoming videos.